Right, time now for the front pages of our daily newspapers. All right, we'll start off with the Business Day. And Business Day, their front page is leading with US agency reverses ban on SA research funding. So this is actually a good news story for South Africa. It's saying that a lifeline is a chance to restore some lost capacity, but there is a sting in the tail. The US National Institute of Health has ended its ban on funding South African research projects, opening the door for local scientists to apply for its grants once more. South African researchers who are at the forefront of global research in HIV and tuberculosis have historically been the biggest recipients of NHI grants awarded outside the US, but their world was thrown into turmoil last year after US President Donald Trump signed an executive order halting all foreign aid and assistance to South Africa. So yeah, they obviously, this has to be a story to be looked into, and it's one that is still obviously developing. Renault Duster price cuts amid a boost to sales. And what other stories they've got there? Parliament, Burke removed from key finance posts. NERSA grants manganese producer 2-year tariff relief. And then on the side there, commodity lift. So you can see that the Sibanye cashes in on a weaker dollar. That's where they're sitting. They're moving higher. And inflation relief, that was a beautiful story that came out, is that the JSE All-Share Index gained 2.4 yesterday, the most in 2 months after consumer inflation came in better than expected. Food inflation is the one that's calming down, and that is good news. It really is. Okay, let's move on to Daily Dispatch now. Daily Dispatch, families live in fear as violent rapists prey on school children. And this story is talking of sexual acts and murders of 3 teenagers haunt parents as perpetrators roam free. And this is one where they're saying that in a state of despair and without answers as to why their young daughters were raped and killed, families in Zibungu administrative area outside Lebode are living in fear as their children continue to walk long distances to school through bushes and forests. No answers there. So that's the one they're looking at. ANC ready to hit the ground running after provincial leadership reinstated. This is the ANC in the Eastern Cape on a mission to reclaim lost ground and level ranks with the opposition after a 2-month leadership vacuum disrupted the party's municipal election campaigning. And let me leave it there. Move on to the next paper now, which is the Cape Argus. And the lead here, Bellville March turns violent. And this story is where tensions boiled over into looting, tear gas and stun grenades as protesters clashed with foreign nationals. Chaos erupting in Bellville CBD as an anti-illegal immigration march descended into violent clashes, looting and a heavy police response as tensions between South African protesters and foreign nationals boiled over. And that's the photograph that they've got there as well. A very vicious photograph, in fact, they've captured. WCED under fire over admission bias. That schools in the Western Cape are still using exclusionary criteria such as academic performance, interview tests and score sheets to select learners and demand proof of employment of parents and abridged birth certificates for learners, which has been found to be unconstitutional. That's a focus on the Western Cape Education Department. And the last one at the bottom there, city's duty to implement public protectors' remedial actions. That's according to the COGTA minister. So that's the front page of the Cape Argus. Here's your Sowetan front page now. And their big focus, jokes, jabs and jeers. From chief to butter, Adams keeps Madlanga commissioners entertained and irritated with slang. Let's look at the rest of the papers.